Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Yo, son.
42, Mike, 42.
What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl?
Check that.
Young lady.
Check 99.
Young lady.
42's Mike, 42's Mike.
General West. Go, go.
Wide, get wide.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Trubisky. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. First carry for Nick Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Kill.
Alert. Undercut. Go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Come. 180.
Line 36. Get the ball.
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
He's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
180.
Line 36. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on. 180.
Three buttons. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
We got 4.
Hey, ball. 80 weapons.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. Donald, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I'm going to run you over.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight right. Hey, Charlie. Hey, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked picked off at the 17. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Pick me up. Here we go. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Blue.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's checking. He's Eddie. Crash. That's it. 31. Check 31.
Banjo, 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 banjo.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Darnold now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was looking for a Nunwa there. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come. On EA Sports.
31. Jets, nothing.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
180!
57. No chance. Check, sir.
Hey, 18. Blue, blue.
SOS.
Hey, alert.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
You got nothing today.
Young lady.
You got nothing. Watch out, watch out.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He's coming. Double up.
Red 80.
He's coming.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. You go touch.
On second down now. It's Harris. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Red 80.
Slam, slam.
Rush in. Rush in. Young lady.
Switch, switch, switch.
Young lady.
Check three, check three.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
On second down, it's Bell. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, son.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Blue Dan, Blue Dan.
Red 80.
I got it, I got it.
It's hot.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, let's bring it.
Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. On fourth down, the Jets turn things over to Locke Edwards to punt it. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Slam, slam.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You can't block me. Switch.
Now they try the right side here. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 35-yard line.
Mike spoke.
Young lady.
44. Mike, 44.
Hey, Echo.
In your face.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Young lady.
58 to Mike, 58.
Topper.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Young lady.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
47.
From the 31, Darnold, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Darnold. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Watch up. 180.
I got him.
18. Check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
18.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Landry. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Red, up. Alert.
22 jet bomber.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Scott. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Jim. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On third down, Scott. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check pass. Go.
Oh, lady.
44 is the mic.
Buzz.
And let's get this.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's really... easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Stop! 180!
Line 36 is our time.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott.
Let's go!
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
180! Lock in. Alert.
They go again with Scott.
Check 1-3.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 33 and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
We got 6 all day.
Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Anunwa, the intended target. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You got it. You got it.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
Block the screen. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
180.
I can't believe they let you play.
Red,
They even let you play.
Alert, 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 alert.
Blue draw Corkers. Check 26. Check 26.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stop! 180!
Line 36.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
On 2nd down now. It's Scott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Anderson's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Leo!
36.
Now.
They'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Red, up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
On 3rd down, Scott. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
At
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
18 Gator. 44, Mike. No, go.
Push him back. Push him back.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got a moonwalk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
General West.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike, check.
Score.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Be grip.
He'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Nice kick.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is Bell on the dump-off. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Now. Bravo.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That one complete to Anderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Check the backer.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and 11. This pass complete to Higgins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Rush in.
On 1st down, Bell. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Here's Bell, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Hey, Haywood. On the ball.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play.